talking about the blessing. All right. Let's talk a little bit more about it again. We've been talking about the blessing. So uh, let's talk about what is the blessing. We talked about it last week. We're going to talk about it again. So we talked about last week. This blessing is God's enablement for you to prosper in every area of your life. It's an enablement. So I told you last week that it's an endowment, but if you look up the word endow, you'll find the word endue. So endue and endow both carry similar weight, or it carries similar weight, meaning this, it is an endowment. I told you last week, it's a fund or a revenue stream that's permanently appropriated for the support of an individual or entity. It's a permanent stream designed to make sure that you're taken care of. So this blessing, we found out that it is designed for God to prosper us in the earth and take care of us. We're on week 8. And I'm going to be honest with you. I've taught on as much as I can in 15, 16 years of teaching. But when you start talking about the provision of God's children, there's nothing else for you to get but this. You have to get this if you don't want to struggle. Listen, let's be honest. If you could remove anything from your children's life, it would be pain and struggle for the most part. Yeah. Sickness, pain, and struggle. So we found out last week, that this blessing, it kept us in the resources and the flow of God. And we found out that, well, let me see, because I want to see where, okay, go over to Genesis 1:26, and I'm going to do this before, because we talked about when it came. Okay, God said, let us make man in our image and after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish. So watch this. He says, I'm going to make them, but I'm also going to allow them to dominate. God, how are you going to allow us to dominate in the earth? Go over to verse 28. This is one of the most profound scriptures in the entire Bible. And God did something to them. What did he do to them? He did what to them? He empowered them to prosper. So watch this. You're not supposed to be failing in all of these areas of your life. This blessing, while it is very tangible for manifestation in physical things, it's also designed to keep you healthy. It's designed to keep you wealthy. It's designed to keep you disease-free. That's why I said, like, even now, I got challenges in my body, but it's from being in all that construction work over there. Y'all know we trying to get this building done in the next 60 days, and there's just dust everywhere. They drilling up floors, tearing up concrete, and just sanding floors. So, all that, it's just all the dust in there, and that dust, it weakens your immune system. So I went to the doctor, but while I went to the doctor, I talked to the doctor. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm decreeing that the blessing is working even in my body and even in my health. And so, again, you have to remember that spiritual things can overpower natural results. And so this blessing, when it comes on you, watch what he says. Now, this is so important because he says, I want you to be fruitful. I want you to multiply. I want you to what? I want you to replenish. I want you to subdue, and I want you to have dominion. Now, let's just talk about this for 1 second because I haven't introduced this concept to y'all out of this Genesis 1:28. So the first thing he says is, I want you to be fruitful, meaning I want you to bear harvest. I want you to be fruitful in everything you do. You should see harvest in everything that you lay your hands to. He says, first thing is when I put this on you, you're going to start seeing increase and harvest in every area of your life. That word multiply means increase, enlarge, become great, become powerful, see a profit. It means multiply. It means to increase. He says, I'm going to put something on you that's going to make you increase, enlarge, become great, become powerful, and you're going to see a profit. Now, some of y'all have only seen losses because you haven't slipped in the coat yet. There's no way that a family should see constant losses, meaning in finances, in health, in death, in all of this. That is all signs of the curse trying to operate in your bloodline, and you've been delivered from the curse. You've got to remove that curse off your family bloodline so that y'all can live healthy and wealthy and blessed all the days of your life. Now, we're going to talk about in a second. I'll show you what we talked about a little bit, but I'll show it to you in another way what that curse brought. So remember, like Jabez's prayer, all throughout the Bible, you'll see these prophetic prayers. And I'll show y'all how Jesus flowed in this blessing too. I'm going to show you all of that. I'm going to show you how Jesus wore this blessing and was the best to ever wear it. I'm talking about Jesus was the best to ever wear this blessing. And you'll see it through all out the scriptures. But watch this now. He says replenish, meaning I want you to fill, to endow, to overflow. So you're supposed to wear this thing in every area that you come into. You're supposed to fill it with the blessing. So your house shouldn't be a house of torment. Your house shouldn't be an unpleasant place to live. Like, if you're in a house that's an unpleasant place to live, you got to ask yourself, who's opening the door to the enemy up in this crib? Are y'all hearing me? Like, that's what I'm saying. Every house should have a set of standards to keep the blessing on our home. And everybody in the house should have a clear, precise understanding of these are things we don't do to remove this off of our lives and off of this home. Are y'all hearing me? So, because I'm going to show, I'll show it to you. When the curse came, I'll show you in a second what happened. So then he says, I want you to subdue, meaning bring into subjection. I want you to conquer. I want you to conquer everything that's in your frame of reference. He says, I want you to bring it into subjection. He says, that means to subdue means to bring under one's feet. So we'll learn in a couple of weeks when we're joint heirs, we'll see how everything was put under Jesus' feet. Watch this, because when he went to the cross and he killed the curse, the blessing came, and when the blessing came, it put everything back where it belonged, under our feet. Are y'all hearing me? So some of the things that y'all are struggling with, it shouldn't be over you, it should be under you. Are y'all hearing me? Are y'all understanding any of this? I'm rehashing, but I'm adding another layer. So as a Christian, you shouldn't be in the corner crying. You shouldn't be the first one in the corner just wailing and crying like, oh my God, what am I going to do? No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand in my rightful position. And I'm going to tell the storm, peace be still. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? Like, so some of the things that are defeating us have already been defeated, but you ain't stepping in your rightful position. Like, okay, and then he says, subdue it, and then he says, have dominion, means reign and rule over, to possess and govern. So watch this. We're supposed to be harvesting, increasing, enlarging, becoming great, overflowing areas, filling the areas with the blessing. We're supposed to be putting things on their feet. We're supposed to be reigning and ruling and governing over not some things, but what? All things. And until your life looks like this, you shouldn't be satisfied. You should not be satisfied until your life, till you're reigning and ruling in every area. I'm talking about every area you can think of in your relationships. I'm talking about in every area of your life, you shouldn't be satisfied. Now watch this, because go over to that Genesis 37 verse 3. When we got to talking about Joseph a couple of weeks ago, when this boy slipped this blessing on, all of those things immediately start taking place. Everything we just read, remember we just read that the blessing is going to cause you to be fruitful, multiply, replenish, subdue, and have dominion. And I just told y'all what that was, right? Hello? Okay, so watch this now. When this boy slips on this coat, because I'm going to show you when you slip it on and when you slip it off. Because the goal is not to put it on and take it off. The goal is to make it what? A permanent coat. This should be a permanent lifestyle for you, wearing this blessing. Sin will make you take this coat off. The best way to not worry about your kids is to make sure they wear the blessing. The best way to worry about your kids is not to give them money. It's to make sure that they wear something that will protect them all the days of their life. They got to put this blessing on. Your kids should be, your family, everybody in your house should be hearing from God. See, what we do is we teach church, we don't teach hearing from God. Everybody in your house should have an ear to be able to hear the voice of God, to say, this is the direction we're going in, this is the direction of my life, this is what should be happening in this house, in this season, at this time. You shouldn't be looking at the news for direction. The news is telling you what already happened. You're supposed to see what's going to happen. No, we're spiritual beings. No, I'll show you things to come. Holy Spirit guides us and shows us things to come. We don't need behind knowledge. We need foreknowledge. We're the cream of the crop. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? Yeah, you're supposed to be knowing what's to come. We're not living from behind. We're living in front. So watch this now. Now Israel loved Joseph more than all of his children because he was the son of his old age. So he had this boy by the girl that he really loved. So he didn't have all these babies by 3 other women up to this point. And then the girl that he really loves, remember, she was barren. She couldn't have babies. And now she finally has her first child, Joseph. And he was the son of his old age. He made him a coat of many colors. Now catch this now. All of the boys had coats. We talked about this. But they knew this coat was different. Watch this. All of y'all have had some what you would call some seasons of success. But you haven't necessarily sustained that success. I'm talking about how many of y'all have had a season where it's just like, ooh, my life was so good right about then. Y'all know what I'm talking about? But watch this. I'm talking about sustained success in the things of God. I'm talking about to where you live on the peak of the mountain and you won't come down. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? Come on, tell somebody to say he's talking about the good life. Yeah, that's what that blessing is about. It's about the good life. Watch this now. Now, because this life will drain you. We had the doctor, man. They putting stuff in the food, man, killing all your organs, killing all your intestines, killing everything, killing your sex drive. Just killing everything. You understand what I'm saying? And y'all don't want nothing but a TV now. Like, no, it's ridiculous. No, when that blessing gets to working in your life, you'll live a long life, a long, prosperous life. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? Yeah. He says, now Israel loved Joseph more than coat of million colors. So he gives him a coat. Go ahead, come on. Now we talk about this Genesis 1:28, that when this blessing comes, it'll make you into something. And watch this. And when his brothers saw that the father loved him, they saw because he gave them the coat. Watch this. They hated him and they couldn't even speak to him. The thing about the blessing is this. Watch this. It does everything all at watch this. It's an all-comprehensive blessing. It does everything all at the same time. Meaning this. It draws in haters and enemies while you're going up. So you can't get away from, watch this, having enemies, but the difference is when you're wearing the blessing, they're not on your level, so it's really not like you got enemies, because they're not on your level. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning they're not going to like you, but they're not liking you doesn't change your position of blessed. How you feel about me won't change my coat. Are you feeling what I'm saying? So watch this. They hated that boy so bad because they knew that the Father had blessed him. People should know that God has blessed you. It is so important that people know that God has favored you. Watch this now. Verse 5. Come on, let's move. I wanted to show you something else, but I wanted to get through this. So watch this. Immediately Joseph dreams a dream. I'll show you where the blessing takes you into the dream dimension. You should be having visions and dreams when you wear this blessing. I'm going to say it again. Everybody under the sound of my voice, even online, when you slip this coat on, watch this, because the first thing that the curse does is it kills your vision. It kills your dreams. So let's be honest. Most people, after they graduate high school or college, they stop dreaming. Because you go into the work world, not the dream world. And when you go into the work world, you're doing just enough to survive. When you go into the dream world, you're thinking about God's best for your life constantly, and you won't stop until you have his best. The work world, see, most of us, we're so familiar with survival that we don't know what extreme success looks like. Most of y'all are in survival mode. You're doing just enough to keep your lights and keep your bill on and eat whatever, whatever you're eating at Haagen-Dazs or Ben & Jerry's or whatever you're eating. You're doing just enough to, watch this, you're doing just enough to feed your flesh, but your spirit is the one that's really starving because your spirit desires to live better than what is currently living. So the first thing it does is it takes you into another dream dimension. So watch this. He dreams a dream. And when he dreams a dream, watch this, the hate gets even worse. If you want to lose some people that you think that if you want to lose some people out of your life very easily, get some dreams and then tell them about the dream. How many of y'all got some friends y'all need to get rid of? Just start dreaming. Just start dreaming and tell them. And if you ain't sure whether you need to get rid of them or not, just start dreaming and telling them because they'll automatically start leaving. Everybody ain't your friend because everybody can't stand to see you blessed. Y'all ain't hearing me. That some people can't stand to see you blessed. They don't like to see you coming down, and you ain't got no whole lot now. They don't like to see you coming down. What they gonna do when you wear this thing? If they mad at you with your Walmart dress, how they gonna handle you when you come in and you come in there like, hey, what? Hey, watch this. So he dreams a dream and they hated him more. Go to the next verse. Come on, Pastor, hurry up. Watch this. He said unto them, here I pray you, that I have dreamed this dream which I have dreamed. Now watch this very quickly. For behold, we were binding sheaves in the field, and lo, my sheaf arose above all of y'all's. Watch this. Here goes the dominion. Remember in Genesis 1:28, be fruitful, multiply, replenish, have dominion, and subdue. So the minute he slides on this coat, the only thing he knows is I'm supposed to be over something. Watch this. I ain't just supposed to be on watch this. I ain't supposed to just be at the job. I'm supposed to be over something at the job. Watch this. No, see, you don't get it. When I'm wearing this, it automatically takes me up here. It's not even that I'm trying to be up here. It's that the blessing elevates me to a place where I'm required to be blessed. I'm required to be over something. Me and First Lady, we flew coach forever, and I can fly coach. Ain't nothing wrong with sitting in the back. Again, it's just more room up front. It's less congestion when you stay in your lane. But it's more room up front. It's not that I can't ride in the back, but it's more room up front. It's more comfortable up front. Some of y'all are uncomfortable because you're in the back because you won't put this blessing on to come up front. But if you come up front, it's less people in your space and in your lane. But the problem of it is some of y'all are too busy looking in other people's lanes instead of wearing your own coat. I got news for you. Every coat is customized for every child. Wear your coat and stop looking at somebody else's coat. Tell your neighbor, you don't need my coat. You need your own coat. Because if you think, see, catch this, the brothers thought that he had their coat. So they hated their own brother because they thought that he was wearing what belonged to them. And that's why some people don't like y'all. Because they think that you're wearing what they're supposed to be wearing, but you don't know that this is customized. You can't be me, and I definitely don't want to be you. Did y'all hear what I just said? You can't be me. It's impossible for you to be me. So you just need to watch me wear what I'm wearing, and either you're going to celebrate me while I'm wearing it, but if you hate on me, you'll never be able to come up here with me. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? So you got to let people know, don't try to wear my coat. This cologne is going to smell different on me than it is on you. Are y'all hearing what I'm trying to tell? So watch this now. He says, watch this. This boy put this coat on, and he says, look, my sheaves are rising up above yours. And watch this, and made ambiance to my sheaf, meaning your stuff is going to bow down to mine. Listen, if you carried yourself like that, let's be honest, people would be like, you arrogant, pretentious, pompous, I don't even know no more words, whatever. They would look at y'all, come on, let's be honest. They would look at you like, who she think she is? Who he think he is? But watch this. It's not who you think you are. It's who you know you are. I mean, I would go to them basketball games, and I went to one or two, and I went up in that nosebleed section. And man, I'm straining to see them people on that court. And I look down there at them other people up close. And I said, they just look better down there. Ain't nobody squinting. Ain't nobody leaning over. Ain't nobody straining. I'm in the nosebleed. I'm scared to stand up because I'm so high up. I'm scared of heights. I'm like, I feel dizzy just standing up here. Watch this. I was at least in the building, but I still wasn't in the proper position of where I belong. Get in the building, and watch this, get in the room where the coats are until you find yours. Are y'all, get in the clothing store, at least get in the store. See, this is the thing. The enemy will make you look at your income and tell you you can't wear what you want to wear. Y'all ain't hearing me. Listen. I went in, I can't tell y'all how, I'm talking about when I couldn't afford certain things based on what my income said, I cannot begin to tell you how I was still going to store after store after store of things that looked at that time like they were out of my price range. They were out of my price range then because I hadn't fully grown into my coat. But I'm not going to stop looking because I ain't stopped growing. And when I get in this coat all the way, I'll be back. But you're not going to deter me from looking because I'm coming up. So you don't ever go in no store, because I done been in stores. I still go in the stores today, and people look at you like, should you be in here? So this is what I do. So what I do is I'll go online before I go into a store, and I already know the price ranges of the things that are in there. So when I go in there and the salespeople, and they're looking at you, and sometimes they won't even speak. They won't even look at you, won't say nothing, because if you have to ask the price, even though they live in, even though they the ones selling it, it's a whole nother story. In their mind, if you have to ask the price, you may not be able to afford this. So what I do in there is I don't go in there and I don't ask the price. I go in there and I start saying, "Oh, is that the one that's $10,000?" And they be like, "Oh, he knows our product." And they're like, "Oh, what's your name? Where are you from?" And I'd be like, "I'll talk to you in a second. Just let me keep looking. I'll be back with you in a minute. I shall decide today." Watch it. No. See, you gotta, when you wear this, your meter, watch this, your meters or your walls of limitations begin to fall. See, now y'all got limitations. And the limitations, watch this, it's your mind, because your mind is telling you what's in your bank account. See, this is the difference. When you wear this blessing, the blessing is not thinking, it's working for you. You're thinking when you go to the gas station, the blessing is not thinking, it's working. See, you're so busy trying to think of how you're going to provide for yourself, and that's where God gets mad, because he's already provided. You won't put this thing on by faith. Listen, okay, so I can't tell y'all how many of these 20-some-year-old kids I got around here that have gotten a hold of sowing and reaping. They've got a hold of giving. They got a hold of giving, and watch this, they're getting houses in their 20s. I'm talking about my kids in my church. They're getting houses in their 20s because they've got a hold of sowing and reaping. So I had Xavier, Charlene called crying, left me a message crying, because Xavier, he's 21 or 22, and he went and he get ready to get his first house. And so, yeah, he said, he in Fred Wyatt Ministries, you're supposed to get houses. Houses, you're supposed to get houses. So he teaching the youth department, so he said under the word. So he said he went back to the people, so he didn't sign the documents, and so they gave him a grant. So the first grant they gave him like a $50,000, $60,000 grant. So he said he went back because, he still had $1,000 of closing costs. So he said, Charlene said he went back in there and said when he went back in there, said he told the people, he said, "Look, I know what y'all told me my closing costs are going to be." He says, "But I want you to go back, and somebody already gave you $50,000, $60,000 in grants." He says, "I want you to go back and check again to see if there are any more grants, because I'm wearing something called the blessing." Ooh, yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. They went back and found another grant, and his closing costs going to be less than $1,500 to buy his first house. Y'all ain't here with me. Because the boy went up in there and says, "I need you to go check again because I'm wearing something. Woo! Woo! I dare you to go somewhere and tell them I'm wearing something. I got to keep myself together. I got 2 more services. All right. Watch this. Go to verse 8. Now watch this. Let me show you this. So this boy, watch this. His brother said to him, "Shalt thou indeed reign and have dominion over us?" Y'all see that? Watch this. All this boy can think about is living on top. I command you from this day forward to never accept poverty, to never wear shame and poverty another day in your life. I decree that after today, your bills will no longer torment you, but this blessing will begin to overtake you. You will live a debt-free lifestyle. Are y'all hearing what I'm telling you? No, this blessing is designed to overtake you. Watch this. This boy, he dreamed. Watch this. His brother hates him because he's all he can think about is having dominion. I want y'all to start thinking about owning things. I thought about it. I don't know who I told him. I was first lady or somebody else. I told him, so this land was for sale for years next door to us. I forgot how many acres it is. Maybe like 17. I can't remember. The land next door to us. And so people will come and prophesy, that's y'all land, that's y'all land. And I had never got the inkling. I was like, yeah, and it won't but a couple of $1 million. Meaning when y'all start wearing this coat, we'll start paying cash for that kind of stuff. So, and I told somebody yesterday, I believe it was yesterday or this week, I said, you know why we didn't get that land? I said, because I didn't have vision for that land. The Lord will never release to you what you don't have vision for. Y'all ain't hearing me. Y'all ain't hearing me. That's a mouthful right there. The only reason we didn't get that land is because I never had vision for it. Meaning, I never had a vision to put a 585 townhome complex over there on that land. I was thinking about building a church building. And he was like, I guess in God's mind, you already got a church building. What you going to build another building for? And see, that's the problem when preachers only think about building bigger churches and not building bigger communities. See, that's the problem. I didn't have vision for that land. And some of you don't have a vision for debt freedom. You don't have a vision for a happy marriage. You don't have a vision for your kids running a company or taking over what. See, that's what I'm saying. Some of y'all, your vision's not big enough for God to bless it. Some of y'all are living off of works vision, not the blessing vision. There's a difference. Because works vision is how hard can I work to get what I want. The blessing vision is, catch this. Okay, all right, I'll show it to you. Okay, go to the next verse. Hurry up. I ain't even get to where I wanted to show y'all something, but I ain't going to get there. He dreamed yet another dream. He told it to his brothers. Watch this. Here he go again dreaming. And he says, y'all gonna bow down to me. He dreams another dream. And go to the next verse. One translation in verse 10 says, watch this, and he told it to his father and his brother. And then it says right here, and his father rebuked him. Watch this. This boy got chastised and rebuked or scolded for dreaming. This boy do you know that most of the time growing up, we get told no, what we can't do, more than we told yes, what we can do? Whatever you do, don't kill a child's dream. Whatever you do, don't kill a child's imagination. No, because that dream dimension will pay for everything in everybody's house in your family if you let that dream dimension take place. Now, watch this now. Watch this. I want to skip a little bit, and we're going to come back because I want to go over to Genesis 50:12. Now, I want to show you this now because they hated him. Now, we're going to skip a little bit of his middle story. We'll come back to that for time's sake. But I want to show you this because they hated their own brother to the point where they threw him in a pit. They hated him so bad that they left him to die. Listen, I don't care how many people try to sabotage your future in your life. The blessing will make sure you overcome and have victory in every area of your life. Nobody has keys to your future but God. Are y'all hearing me? Watch this. And his sons did according as he had commanded them. Now watch this. This boy's daddy is getting ready to die. Meaning Joseph's daddy is getting ready to pass away. And he returned to Egypt and his brother and all his daddy. Actually, his daddy just died. They just finished burying his daddy. All that went up to him to bury his father after he had buried his daddy. So he finally buries his daddy, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, which is called Jacob/Israel, and Joseph. So he's burying Israel or Jacob, his daddy. And when Joseph's brother saw that their father was dead, they said, Joseph, well, peradventure, he's going to what? Watch this. They said, Joseph is going to hate us because we've let daddy die. Now watch this. Joseph is now at the pinnacle of wearing the blessing. He's the prime minister over all of Egypt. Millions of people. The man just set him over to govern a whole nation. He's over a whole nation. He's at the pinnacle of wearing this blessing that God has put on his life. His daddy dies, and they said, watch this, he had the authority and the power to get his brothers back. Did y'all hear what I just said? The same brothers, the same 10 brothers that threw him in a pit that died, he is the man at this point. He can push one button and say, kill them all. And nobody would blink or care or even think twice. He is the man. Watch this. So they said, what are we going to do? Because when Joseph found out that we didn't let him know that daddy was sick and daddy died, Joseph is going to hate us and will certainly requite us. He's going to repay us. Watch this. For the evil which we did to him. Y'all see that? Okay, go over the next verse. And they sent a messenger unto Joseph saying that your father, watch this, saying, thy father did command before he died, saying, so shall you say unto Joseph, watch this, forgive, I pray thee now, the trespass of your brothers. So they sent a message to Joseph that said, before daddy died, daddy asked that you would forgive us for what we did to you. Y'all see that? That before daddy died, they sent a messenger. And he says, daddy wants you to forgive us for what we did. For they did, watch this. For they did unto you evil. And now we pray, forgive thy trespass of thy servant of the God of thy father. And Joseph wept when they spake unto him. He cried. And his brother also went and fell down before his face. And they said, behold, watch this. We're now here to serve you. So watch this. His vision in Genesis 37, where he says, I'm going to be over y'all. Y'all ain't hearing me. Y'all ain't hearing me. Now his brothers are at his feet. And we're here to serve you. The blessing will always get the final say in your life. I don't care how hard it look right now. The blessing will always get the final say. Watch this. And Joseph said unto them, catch this. Y'all got to catch this. Fear not. Watch this. For I am where? Watch this. For I am where? Catch this. Just like Adam was in that garden in the presence of God, he was in the presence and he was wearing the blessing. Catch this. When you're wearing this, you're always in his presence. When you're wearing this coat, you're always in his presence. Watch this. He had wore the coat so much that he didn't know how to take it off. That he was like, listen, even after all of y'all did to me, watch this. He says, I don't want you to worry. Although I was an enemy to you, watch this. In your eyes, I was your enemy. But with this blessing, watch what he does. This is so powerful. Watch what he does. Go to the next verse. He says, I don't even want y'all to worry. But as for you, watch this. You thought evil against me. But what you meant for evil, God meant it for good. Y'all ain't hearing me. What you tried to do to take me out, to kill me, to lie on me, to cheat on me, to steal. Watch this. You tried to take away from me, but God turned that evil. God meant it for good to bring to pass as it is this day to save much people alive. Go over the next 2 verses. Watch this. Now, therefore, fear not. I'm going to nourish you and take care of you and your little ones. And he comforted them and he spoke kindly to him in verse 22. Watch this. And Joseph dwelt in Egypt, he and his father's house. And Joseph lived to be 110 years old. Watch this. You got to make sure that when you put this coat all the way, and some of y'all can't put it all the way on simply because there's one very reason. Because if you ever got on top, you would squash the people on the bottom. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Because some of y'all got some people y'all want to floss on and get back at. If I ever get here, watch this. He finally got here, but getting here is only to take care of people down here. The whole reason of being blessed is to what? Be a blessing. You meant it for evil, but God meant it for good. Everything I went through, from being in the pit to being lied on in Potiphar's house to being put down in the dungeon, it was only to raise me up so I could wear this blessing at the highest level. So if anybody knew what the marginalized, the infraction, the people on the bottom looked like, it was Joseph, because he spent time in the pit. He spent time in jail. So he knew what it looked like to take care of people that nobody cared about. And some of y'all want to be blessed just so you can hang with big people, not so you can take care of small people. But God ain't going to raise you up just so you can sit on a throne and act like, look at me and I got it all going on. No, he raises you up so you can reach down low and pull somebody else up to where you are. He going to bless me so I can be a blessing. He going to bless me so I can help somebody else. He going to bless me so I can give back. He going to bless me so I can tell my testimony. Are y'all hearing me? God did not save you from what he saved you from so you could sit up and act like you ain't never go through nothing. He saved you from what he brought you through so you can tell somebody else how blessed you really are. No, if you knew what some of y'all been through, you don't know how blessed you really are. If I could just tell my testimony the way I really want to tell it, some of y'all have been mighty, mighty blessed. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? Tell the truth, because you ain't always been this clean looking. You ain't always been in church on a Sunday morning. Come on, tell somebody, I done been a few places before I got to here. I done been in a few places before I got to here on a Sunday morning. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I done been in a few places before I got to here on a Sunday morning. But the blessing has kept you. In all of the pits and the places you've been in, the blessing has been keeping you. Say, Lord, I thank you that for every pit I've been in, you never removed the blessing off my life. You've brought me, God, a mighty long way. Even from my childhood, in all of the places I've been in, you've always showed yourself strong. Strong and mighty. Mighty in battle. Your arm has never been short in providing for me. I decree and declare that my heart will match the blessing so that when you raise me up, I'll reach back down. You've called me to be blessed, to be a blessing. I decree it right now. By faith, I'm sliding into this blessed coat. This blessed coat is a customized coat. Nobody can wear my coat but me. Watch out, devil, because my coat is on me now. Come on and put a shout of praise on that. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.